Hey folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Kubifaktorium. It's important to stress that what you're looking at here is an early access build, so everything that you're about to see is subject to change. There may be some bugs and so on and so forth. For those of you tuning in for the first time, Kubifaktorium is similar to that of like Factory Town, in the sense that you've got this settlement and you're trying to expand it, but obviously this game is a little different. You're going to be bouncing from island to island to island, trying to complete various objectives. So, here's a look at the main menu. There's New Campaign, Resume Game, Play Tutorials, Play Custom Map, Load Game Settings. I have covered this game before in a prior video, so I don't want to repeat content, but if you want to see the settings screen, it's right here. Pause the video so that you can see this in greater detail. And with that, I'll just jump right into playing a new campaign. Okay, so world map size, I guess we'll put it on small, starting party. I guess this is fine. Sure, we'll just do the default one. Alright, so this is the world map. This is randomly generated each time. Looks like we start at Lindbrunn Island. Okay, so here we start. Alright, so we can build within this little red border here. We can expand that with, I think, campfires or something like that. I guess we'll go ahead and start with these recommended things. Farm, for example. We may want to build a farm or two, just so we can get some food straight away. Maybe we'll dedicate some land, I guess, right here for that. So let's do a 3x3 and a 3x3, because there's different crops we can grow. We'll do tomato and strawberry. There's also wheat, cotton, and flour. Certain things can only grow on certain land biomes. These two, though, will grow on this grass. Alright, so let's go ahead and create storage for these food items, and we have to point the storage, or point the farm in the direction of the storage. So this will be stored there, and this will be stored there. These are stockpiles that I just put down. I also have to configure the farm, well, at least sometimes. I have to configure certain buildings to I guess, point to a particular stockpile like I just did. That way it knows to put it there. Alright, so we've got our farms down. Let's go with... Now, it wants us to unload everything. Let's go ahead and put down general storage. Maybe we'll put like a huge stockpile here. And this will configure this. Accept all. Alright, let's go ahead and do that, and then let's go ahead and unload everything from the ship. So we're going to click on the boat, there is unload everything, and there we go. So our colonists should run to do that. That way we start off with some food. We're also going to want a well for water, so let's go ahead and put that down. Upper left-hand corner, the inventory target is our goal for this particular map. Once you beat that, once you complete that, you'll be able to up... You can either go to the next map, or you can just up the inventory target and, stay on the map that you're on, but shoot for a higher goal. This well, I guess we'll put that here. And let's create stockpile for water. Something like that. Alright, upper right-hand corner, let's go with colonist management. I just want to see who's doing what. Let's go ahead and... Alright, so all the items in green is what people are assigned to do. I just want to make sure that... The wider the square, the better they are at the job. I want to make sure I'm diversifying here. Alright, so that's good. That's good. Okay. The small squares I'm not really going to mess with, but if it's a moderate-sized square, I'm going to go ahead and assign them to that task. Looks good. Okay. That way there's no people just sitting around doing nothing. Okay. Alright, so it looks like they're starting to take everything from the boat and put it... Okay, so this is everything, actually. Well, we've got our well up and running, so we should see some water here fairly soon. Upper top of the screen in the very middle there, there's drink stock, there's food stock, housing. We'll build some housing at some point. Bonfires expand territory, so let's go ahead and put one down there. And we'll put one down over here. Maybe one down over here too wouldn't be a bad idea. The build menu is in the bottom left-hand corner, for those of you that are new to the game. Alright, so... it's too big. There we go. Yeah, we're going to want to expand soon, because we cannot mine resources that are not in our territory. So we need to expand our territory so that we can reach these rocks, mine for more. There we go. There is a mine and harvest, similar to that of, say, RimWorld. You're going to be selecting resources to mine out. I see no trees, though. There's some trees over this way. Okay, actually, we just expanded that. Awesome. Let's go ahead and mine these trees. There's some more rocks over there. Oh, plenty of trees. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and mine out. Harvest all of these. And there we go. That should help for a little while anyway. Okay, we want a crafting station. This basic workplace, it's suggesting we make that, so we'll go ahead and do that. I guess we'll throw that... I guess we can throw that over here. Why not? So here we can make a stone block, a wooden board, stone blank, wooden part, or wooden handle. Our target inventory needs wooden boards, wooden logs, mined clay, milk, strawberries, harvested tomato, water, and wooden handle. So I'm thinking we want to create these wooden boards. So we'll go ahead and assign that there. We're going to need a stockpile for that. So we'll do something like that. We can also tell them to make stone blocks too, I suppose. That way, if they run out of logs, they'll have a backup. We've got these stones sitting here doing nothing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward time a smidgen. Output stockpiles don't accept... Okay, so this is where we have to tell the stockpile, I want you to accept this. So, for example, the stone block is not configured to be accepted by the stockpile. Luckily, there's a button that says propagate to outputs. Just click on that. It'll automatically select every resource that this thing is capable of producing, at least what we tell it to produce. So if I were to select stone blank right now in the production menu, this thing would not be configured to accept it. But if we select stone blank and then click on propagate to outputs, it'll automatically carry over here. The other option is, from this menu, accept all and then just toggle the ones that you want. So that works. Alright, got plenty of water, that's good. Food-wise, we could do with a little bit more food. Acquiring stone block has unlocked big bonfire, basic house, brewery, kiln, and texture workplace. Now, it's a good idea not to get too involved with other things outside of your inventory target, because, like, for example, there's only so much clay on the map, and the clay can be found in these mountains, so I don't want to build too many things that require clay and then not reach my inventory target. So it's best to stick to what you're trying to achieve, in my opinion. Now, we do need milk, which means that we're going to need a pasture. Is there room for pasture? You know what? Let's go ahead and mine this out, just so we have more room. We're gonna want, I guess our clay could go here. Nothing else is being stored there. This particular stockpile is configured to accept everything, so any clay that we mine should go here. But if we wanted to, I mean, we can toggle clay off from this stockpile and create a separate stockpile just for clay. Like, we could do that, but I don't see a need to. There's some extra workers over here. We're going to want to reach them pretty soon. We have to expand our bonfires to reach them. I have to wonder, though, if there's any wheat anywhere. We can only grow on special land, so we have to see if we can find that. I don't see it yet. It might be somewhere up here. Again, these maps are randomly generated. Let's go ahead and extend that. And we'll put that there. Put that there. Put that there. We're not doing too bad food-wise. Yeah, we're kind of low, but at least we're harvesting food. So there's the wheat up here. This little light bit of grass, that's where we can start planting wheat. Although I'm content with these two right now, honestly. We may want extras, though, because we need so much harvested... We need so much tomato and strawberries in order to reach our objectives. So we may want a separate set of farms, because people are eating this. Unless we create a separate food source and forbid the consumption of the stockpile. Like, we can click on a stockpile, and there's a forbid consumption here. So we can tell them to stop eating these so we can reach our inventory target, but people still need to eat. Looks like we need harvested wheat, too. So we're going to have to expand this up here. Let's see. I guess another bonfire. Throw that there. And we'll expand that, and expand that, and expand that. It's a cute little game. I really enjoy this. The logistics, though, take a little getting used to. Like, there's some advanced stuff. Like, there's conveyor belts and stuff that I really haven't messed with yet, or have had a need to. But it's there should you want to mess with it. Go and harvest that wheat. There's chests laying around. If we harvest those, we get resources from them. And, we almost reached them. Alright, let's go ahead and put one more bonfire down over here. Go. There, good there. One more over here. That ought to do it. got a little messed up area here. We might have to put a bonfire somewhere in the middle of all this. Food-wise, we're still okay. I mean, we're not reaching our goals right now, but we're not starving either, so that's a step in the right direction. Definitely need more resources pretty soon. We're using the resources to refine these boards and these stones here, so we're going to need more resources. We're going to run out of trees at some point, so we should probably build a grove. Let's go ahead and do that now. Grove allows you to build trees. I need a nice big open land for that, so maybe we'll throw that maybe over here. I guess we can do that. Alright, let's harvest that and that. That sparkling that you see is people leveling up. People level up as they perform tasks. Alright, so we've reached our clay target. That's good. 7 more to get. Again, we might want a second set of farms for these resources, just because people are consuming them. Oh, recruitment successful. Okay, that means more people are coming to help us. Yeah, maybe we should put a second set of farms down for that. Okay. Let's... We've got trees over here. Why don't we do something like this? We'll just put like a 3x3 here, and a 3x3 here. And this is, what? Tomatoes? Strawberries. Okay, so let's point that there, and we'll make that strawberry. This has to be tomato by extension, so we'll do that. Alright. And... Excuse me. So oak trees can be mined for 2 wooden logs, but they take longer to grow. 3 wooden logs. Water usage 100%. Oh, they're all 100%. I guess, well, we need grassland, because this is desert sand, desert oasis. Let's go ahead and do the oak tree. Alright, now we need an output for them. Let's see, so let's find, let's do something like this. So we can put logs there for right now. There we go. Harvested wheat. Okay, we're working on this. We just don't have enough people to keep up with all the tasks I have assigned. We've got one little we can't. All right, let's put a bonfire in the middle here because they can't. This little thing is not within our boundary, so we'll just throw that. We'll just do something like that. Good enough. That should take care of that issue. Alright, to keep up with the wheat, I'm going to go ahead and create a new farm on this patch of land. We're going to make that wheat. We don't need a whole lot of wheat, but just some as backup. And we'll go ahead and store it. Let's do something like that. Go. Milk. Okay, so we need a pasture. Let's clear out a little bit more land here. And then maybe we'll put the pasture right here. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think it really matters. We'll just do something like 7 by 7 ought to do it. And then we'll assign cows. There's cows, hippos, horses, ostrich, pig, and sheep. Cows and sheep look like they're on the map, but we'll go ahead and do cow for right now. I wouldn't mind just having a pasture for sheep too, just to have it. So something like that. We'll make that sheep. We need output for both, so let's create a stockpile for the milk. And let's harvest that because that's in the way. The larger the pasture, the more cows or animals that can fit there. Like right now, this is enough for 8 cows. This is enough for 4. Again, cotton really isn't a necessity for the inventory target, so I'm not going to worry too much about the sheep, but... Alright, houses. I guess I should put some houses down for these people. The poor guys are probably tired at this point. Let's add houses. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll put a couple. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 3 houses should be enough, hopefully. Looks like we might need some more food. Sheep with a hat? What? Why does it have a hat? Oh, whatever. Doesn't look like we're producing enough food, so maybe we might want to extend this a bit more than what it is. I guess we'll add, let's go ahead and add a farm somewhere else. Maybe we'll add it, like there's wheat up here. Maybe we'll add a couple of farms here. Something like that. And something like that. Create a stockpile for both. 1, 2. This one can be tomato. This one can be strawberry. I suppose since we have a lot of wheat, or we're growing a lot of wheat, we could possibly make a bakery. I'm wondering, though, what the ingredients are for that. The bakery needs stone block and wooden part. I don't think we have any wooden parts. I mean, we can craft them here, I suppose. Let's put the bakery nearby the wheat field. Maybe we'll put it right here. I'm just curious to know if it'll sustain us or not. Bread. Water and harvested wheat is all... Okay, that's actually good. Okay, so we just need to craft a wooden part to build the darn thing. So let's just put a stockpile here. And we need a wooden part. So I'm going to go ahead and toggle that on. And they should build it. And I don't think we did any more stone blocks right now. I'm going to go ahead and toggle that off. Wooden boards. We've got a couple there. Looks like our milk is on the way. Got some milk. know what, just to supplement our food, I'm going to go ahead and harvest this just real quick. I don't want anyone starving on me. You know, we already have a wheat storage now. I'm going to go ahead and toggle that wheat off. There we go. Doesn't need to be stored there. Alright, so there's our wooden part. I'm going to go ahead and toggle that off and put the board and the stone block back on. Because we do have a... We have to reach... well, it doesn't look like we need the stone blocks anymore. But we still need wooden logs and wooden boards. We may want to cut down a whole bunch of these trees. Let's go ahead and do that. Just for a quick influx of wood. We can also extend this grove out too. Or create another one. Okay, workshop is idle. That means it's built. Awesome. It needs water and harvested wheat. Now, we've got water from here, so that shouldn't be an issue. Oh, didn't want to do that. Hopefully someone will start working on bread. We can increase the priority too, in case we see that no one's working on it. Well, milk's not going to be an issue. You know what, I'm thinking, just for the sake of it, we should probably have another well up here. That way water isn't being carried from down there to up there. Two rocks. Yeah, I can afford 2 rocks, I think. Let's put that here. And a small stockpile there. That's a lot of milk. Just saying. If we lower the size of our stockpile, then that will limit how much we store there, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. We just need to reach our inventory target. Hello, I don't know how to say your name, but hello, is it Neko? Nico? How are you? I don't know what a sound a QX makes. Looks like our well is up and running. Nice. Okay, people are starting to work on the bread. That will help. That way we can start growing our supplies for strawberry and tomatoes to reach our inventory target. I love the art in this game, I really do. It's very charming. We might have made this a little too big. I don't think we need that much milk, but okay. Yeah, 41 milk I think is plenty. Well, people are complaining that there's not enough housing, so maybe we should build another house. Alright, guess I'll put that... Guess I'll put that there. And let's go ahead and mine, or just get rid of this land. There we go. That way there's space for them to walk through. We've got wood, but we need more of it in order to reach our goal. So I may extend the size of this grove. So maybe we'll do something like that. Do we want a second one? Sure, why not? We'll do something like that. And I guess pine tree? There you go. Another workplace to craft nothing but these boards would be an awesome way to get to our target more quickly. We also need wooden handles too. So let's go ahead and, I'm going to put a second one down actually. Let's do... Put that over here. So wooden boards and wooden handle. There you go. Looks like we might need a larger stockpile. Let's go ahead and do that. Go. Well, we're doing better food-wise. We're up to 13, 14. I think the bread will go a long way to helping us with our food issues. We also got this wheat. I don't think people eat that directly, though. I think the wheat is just processed via this bakery over here. Yeah, it's not counting. They eat bread, strawberries, harvested tomatoes, a lunchbox, and strawberry donuts. Don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello, Gyric, is it? And I'm going to fast forward time even more just to move this along. Our goal now is to get to 50 wooden logs with those extra pine trees that should help us out. Strawberries, again, I can forbid the consumption, but people seem to be eating a lot. So I want to make sure that people are getting enough to eat. This bread should be helping that out, though. I want them to focus on eating this bread. The more bread they eat, the less strawberries they'll eat. Wooden handle, we have that being produced over here. Alright, actually all we need now is wooden log and wooden board, and we've completed the objective. You know what, let's go ahead and We're going to mine out these existing pine trees just to get an influx of wood. So it looks like we can actually fall below our inventory targets. There we go. So yeah, people keep eating the strawberries, so we keep going below our 10 that we need. But as you can see, we're starting to fill up here, so I'm not too worried about it. It looks like we're producing enough now to where that's not going to keep happening. Do we want another grove? Tempting. We are getting a lot of wood for these wooden boards. All right, so now we're just waiting. We've got 2 workplaces creating these wooden boards, so we just have to wait for them to finish doing that. Let's extend this out a bit. Looks like food is really starting to pile up. Look at all this milk that we have. Holy cow. We did get some new people, so I want to make sure that they're working. Huh? 2, 3. Getting low on wooden logs again, but that's because we're constantly building these boards. It looks like we need, it says 37 in inventory. We need 45 in order to complete this island. So we're almost there. Oh, that's 45 logs. We need 12 more of these boards in order to get, yeah. All right. So just a little longer. 12 more of these boards and looks like 17 more of these logs, and that should be it. Again, we can stay here on this island and up the requirement. Like, we can increase the inventory target once we're done with this and, you know, shoot for other things, or we can move on to a different island. And that's what I like about this. Like, you can, if you feel attached to this island, you can stay here and shoot for other inventory targets, or you can just move on if you want to see something new. This game has a lot of potential. Again, it's early access right now, so, you know, there's some bugs and the like, but it's fairly well put together. I'm enjoying it. Alright, let's speed this along. I'm going to put another grove here. And again, the land is not appropriate for these, so we'll just do oak tree. That's fine. I agree, it is a nice, peaceful game. It doesn't stress me out. There's no time limits. I'm not a fan of games with time limits, to be honest with you. Looks like we've reached our board quota, which is good. Now we just need the logs. Nice. Alright, so we can resume playing, leave the island, or raise the targets. Raising the inventory target for this island will decrease the goods you will need to produce on other islands. You can leave this island at any time, even when you haven't met the raised target. You know, let's go ahead and just raise... I just want to see what it is. Okay, so we just need more wooden logs, more wooden boards, fabric, and wooden parts. So, yeah, we'll shoot for that, and then we'll move on to a different island. Wooden parts. That would be... these guys. Okay. And let's go ahead and extend the range of that. Fabric. So I'm guessing it's like a loom or something. Bricks and charcoal, textile workplace. The textile can be used to craft fabric from cotton. We might as well do that. Okay, well, we've got a bunch of cotton right here from the sheep. So let's just throw that there. And we'll put some space for it. We'll use cotton, I guess wool. So it looks like there's two fabrics. There's harvested cotton, I'm assuming from planting cotton. Or there's wool from the sheep. So we'll just use the wool from the sheep since we have so many. Oh, look at all this bread. Now that's what I like to see. These storages filled up like this. Oh, we've reached our fabric target. Nice. Okay. So now we just need wooden logs and wooden parts. Alright, wooden parts come from stone blocks, harvested wheat. Do we have enough stone blocks? We might need more. I'm going to go ahead and have this one create stone blocks. I think, yeah, we'll just have them all do it. And do we have enough stone? We have a little bit of stone left. We may want to harvest more. There's some there. Looks like we're running low on that. There's some over here. Okay, so at this point, now we're just waiting for our workplaces to craft these wooden parts. I'm going to go ahead and stop the production of wooden boards. We have plenty of those. No sense in making more when we don't need it. Stone blocks, we have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here. I think there's an inventory screen too. Let's see. Stone sword, strawberries, stone pickaxe, stone block 7, okay. We'll need a little bit more of those, because we are using them to produce the wooden parts, so we kind of need them. My concern is, are we going to have enough stone to finish all of that? Guess we'll find out. We need, let's see, we've got 10 in inventory. We need 20 for this island. So yeah, we just need 10 more. We've got 7 here already in storage. We've got a couple more on the way. Yeah, I think we have enough. And then wheat-wise, we have plenty of wheat. That's no problem. Wheat is also an ingredient for wooden parts. Why, I don't know. I don't know what the wheat would do. In case the wooden part gets hungry and is craving gluten. I don't know. Alright, we're up to 14 out of 20. We've also got plenty of stone here in reserve, so that shouldn't be an issue either. What a bad little island. And we didn't use a third of it. Like, all of this could have been used for something, but we didn't. But we're sort of out of natural resources. Like, we don't have any more stone on this map, so it's not like we can, you know, stay here forever. Alright, we need 3 more, and then we'll move on. On the plus side, people are leveling up, so that's good. Okay, we need 2 more. Hop to it. Nice. Okay, I think we are ready to leave the island. We can raise the target again, but we'll go ahead and do something else. Okay. So on the map, let's see where we can go. It looks like we can, like, go... Well, there's this... Oh, we can't select these, so we have to go this way. Inventory target. We need some tea, some beer, some mined clay, wooden parts. First things first, let's create a stockpile for all, like, the basic stuff. And we'll just have this accept everything. And then let's unload our boat. And let's go ahead and chop down these trees, because they're in the way. And let's get campfires so that we can expand our territory, so we can put some farms down. 1, 2. With plenty of bread. My gosh. Maybe I should not have unloaded everything. We had a lot of stuff from the prior mission, just saying. Alright, yeah, we're gonna need a bigger stockpile. Holy cow. Alright, so let's expand that. Alright, halt unload for a minute. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, let's just halt the unload for a minute. Let them build this stuff. Although, do we have enough wood for that? Alright, fast forward time. On the bright side, I mean, the fact that we brought all this bread with us, I mean, we have plenty of food for a while. We might want to unload some we got rocks. We'll go ahead and unload some rocks. We'll unload 10 of those. There's none around the area. We've got some logs there. Let's go and unload a couple of wooden boards and some water, just to have it. Maybe some tools. We'll unload the tools. Harvested flowers. I don't think we need that. Okay. Alright, let's clear out some more of this land. But I don't like relying on food that we brought with us. We're going to need farms to self-sustain. So once we clear all of this out, we'll go ahead and build some decent-sized farms and a well. Alright, farm time. Let's do the farm. I don't know. We need a lot. Let's do a 5x5 of each. And we'll put the stockpiles, one there and one there. So tomato and strawberry. We need a well for that. We'll throw that here. And the stockpile for the well. Something like that. Alright, I think we need to expand our territory a little bit more, so I guess some more of those bonfires. There we go. 1 and 2. We got some survivors over here. We're going to have to get our bonfires over this way. Old ruin. Can be mined for 1 rock. Big deal. There's some chests. Looks like there's pigs on this island. Is that a spider? Why? Just why? Ugh. Well, we don't want to mess with them. I don't know if they're dangerous or not, but... Alright, let's go ahead and mine these out for more space. There's some wheat up here. That's good. Alright, let's go ahead and configure this stockpile to not accept tomatoes or strawberries, because we already have a designated space for them. And water. We don't want this to have water either. Okay, so we did a lot of wooden boards. Maybe we should start building our grove now, just to stay ahead of the game. I think over here to the right would be nice. Let's extend our land out with a bonfire. Actually... Oh, is this not built? Oh, it is. Okay. The big bonfire needs wooden board and stone block. Oh, yeah, that's much bigger. Eh. I'll just do that. They're easier to make. I don't have to craft the boards or anything like that. Put that there. Go ahead and harvest all of these. Get them out of here. Trying to create some flat land just for the sake of being able to build more things. Harvest that wheat. Good. Food and water wires we're doing okay. It looks like we need some housing, though. Oh, and they want a table. When exhausted, settlers will sit here on the tables to relax and socialize. They earned it, you know. They've done a lot for me, so maybe we'll go ahead and add a table somewhere. I guess I'll put the table next to the stockpile over here. Nice and that. They can sit by the beach and talk and converse. How about that? And then I do want to give them some housing. How about some seafront property? Shorefront property, how about that? Or do we want it over here? No, because we've got food over this way. Yeah, I think over here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, might need 4. In the last scenario, we needed 4. Good enough. Missing stone block. Alright, so I guess some workplaces, just so that we can start converting this rock. I mean, we have some on the ship, but I'm trying not to rely on that. Where are we going to put our grove? I think the grove would... This huge piece of land here would be great for growing trees. So maybe we'll put the workplaces for them over here. So I'm going to put 2, actually, because we're going to have different things going on with them. Let's put separate storages, like something like that, something like that. This one's going to be wooden boards. This one is going to be stone blocks. Accept output. Propagates outputs. There we go. That's where this bonfire didn't expand the zone to this point. That's interesting. Like, I wonder if there's a limit. Or it's a bug, one of the two. Let's get rid of this bonfire. Maybe we'll try building a big one there just to see if that matters. Alright. So... that'll do it. Missing stone block for construction. Well, we're making it now. There we go. That's so weird. We've got a big bonfire here, but we're not able to get into this area. I don't know if it's a glitch or what. Yeah, for whatever reason, the bonfires are not expanding into this zone. It's kind of weird. Maybe because there's an enemy camp? Enemy bonfire. Destroy this bonfire to claim the territory. Oh, that's why. Okay. So, I think we might have to, like, attack. Alright, so I've never done this before. This is going to be new. How do we do that? Enemy strength inferior. Your warrior's strength 250. Alright, attack camp. Combat in progress. Oh, we killed the spider. Alright, good. Are you going to do anything else besides stand there? Enemy camp destroyed. Yay. Okay, that's great. I think another bonfire here just to extend the range, and then that should be that. Alright, so we'll do that. And I'm guessing we're going to have to do the same thing over here. Is there an enemy camp? Yeah, see this here? Enemy bonfire. Strength 84. We'll go ahead and attack the camp. Go get him. Basically, you just stepped on the spider. That's all you had to do. Nice. Am I not alone on the island? Nope, there's enemy camps. I guess spider camps, but we dispatched them pretty quickly. No problem there. And it looks like there's an enemy bonfire here. I guess we'll attack that. Go get him. One spider down. I like how the spiders have names. Fangs and Alara. Huh. We got some water and some parts. Interesting. Okay, let's put a bonfire here just to expand our land, and that should cover, hopefully, the island. I don't understand the first part of your... How is this game? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, it's like, it's kind of like Factory Town, kind of, sort of, but it has its own, you know, quirks. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's early access, so there's still some bugs and the like, but just imagine running your own little settlement, and then when you're done, you can either increase your inventory target, and try and shoot for higher inventory targets and just do that, or you can move on to the next island. There's like a world map, and then you can sail to different islands and you know. So I'm on the second island right now. Ran into some nasty spiders, but for the most part, we were successful. Put a big bonfire here. Bonfires expand the range, expand your territory, so that's important. There's some chests over here that we can loot, so I'm going to go ahead and tell them to mine all of that out. And then up here, all the wheat is gone. Let's go ahead and harvest all of that. You know, just harvest everything. How's this game? Yeah, it's I like it. I mean, it's more casual than other games I've played, and that's a good thing. I kind of like it. Some people don't like it because it's too easy, quote unquote, but I enjoy the experience personally. There are multiple difficulty levels too. One thing to watch out for, though, is that you have to pay attention to your inventory targets. Like, some islands have limited resources. So, like, if you have to create, let's say, I don't know, there's only so much stone, for example. So if I had to create 50 stone blocks, and I used my stone blocks to create other buildings that I didn't need to build, then I wouldn't be able to complete the scenario because I spent that, instead of saving that stone, I spent it on other things, and, you know, that's bad. So you kind of have to pay attention to your inventory target and only concentrate on that. If you deviate too much and spend those resources, you may not have enough natural resources on the map to complete your objective. From my understanding, there should be a ways around that, but I haven't gotten to that point of the game yet. Like, there's quarries, for example, endless supply of rocks, but some of these maps don't have anything like that, so it's not like I can just... You just can't throw a quarry down anywhere. You have to... I'm guessing there's maps that have quarry-specific spots, but I don't have that on this map. So you kind of have to be careful. There are buildings for endless supplies of natural resources, but not on your starter maps. I agree. Sometimes I don't like, you know, I'm a peon, you know, 95% of the time in real life, so it's kind of refreshing to watch other people do it. Let's fast forward. Alright, wooden board. We're almost at our target. We've got a lot on our boat. We bring resources with us from the previous island, so I've got 61 wooden boards sitting here. That counts toward our objective. So if you manage to, like, get a lot of resources on the previous island, you can bring them with you, and they will help you reach your target or survive long enough food-wise to create farms for your new island. So I like that too. You don't start over from scratch every single time. We do need beer. We need wheat and water for that, so I guess we'll start... let's go ahead and put farms down for that. We'll do... That's good. And then we need a stockpile. The logistics system is a little wonky. Like, it just takes some getting used to. Like, you're probably wondering, well, I'm telling it to do this. Why isn't it doing this? You have to assign stockpile. You have to assign, like, just putting down a farm isn't enough. You actually have to click on it and then right-click on a stockpile to tell it to go to that location to store it. That's what these little yellow lines are. Another example is this. But in addition to this, you also have to tell the output, the storage, to accept that item type. So there's a button that says propagate to outputs. So that's a quick shortcut. That basically says, I want this stockpile to accept automatically whatever it is I'm producing here. So there's a couple of steps that you need to take in order to get your production moving, but, you know, I picked that up pretty quickly. There are tutorials in case you get lost. I believe it's like $20 on Steam's Early Access or something like that. 15, 20 bucks. Yeah, I like Stonehearth, but it is too buggy. I don't like the fact that, like, once you get to a later part of the game, it's like, you know, you can't progress because of the slowdowns and everything else. I don't like that. If Stonehearth were to be... I mean, I would play Stonehearth a lot more often if it weren't so buggy. This is kind of like a mini Stonehearth. Not necessarily a bad thing. More beachfront property for our citizens. Yeah, it does. The AI slows to a crawl. Things don't happen the way they're supposed to. Crashes. Like the Stonehearth is fine for the first couple of hours, maybe even 5 or 6 hours. But once you get beyond that point, and you're toward like end game content, or at least mid to end game content. That's when it starts freezing. Like, why would I put all my heart and soul into creating a civilization only for it to crash and burn on me? Like, I don't care for that. So, I mean, it kind of stinks. I will harvest all of that, harvest all of that. We're going to need a larger stockpile. This is just not going to be enough. Alright, let's create another stockpile somewhere else that's huge. I mean, we can put some here, just... I kind of like that open like that. There. And then we'll just have that accept everything. Everything except, like, food. Like, okay, let's reconfigure. We do not want it accepting wheat. We do not want it accepting tomatoes or strawberries, because we've already got stockpiles for that. We don't want it taking water. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and strawberries. There we go. Yeah, but these natural resources, yeah, we can store them there. So we've reached 13 out of 18 of our inventory target. So we need more wooden parts. So let's go ahead and create... well, this is full up. Let's create another workplace for that. So we'll do something like... Let's do 4 of them. Alright, storage for that one, storage for that one. And this will create the wooden parts that we want for our goal. This one... I don't know what we're going to use it for. I guess more wooden parts. Alright, error. Under construction, output stockpiles don't accept... Yeah, okay, so we need to click on propagate to outputs. There we go. That's done. So wooden parts will go here. Housing on top looks good. Food stock looks good. Drink stock looks good. We've got all this wheat. You may want to start making more bread. Yeah, we've got... You know, yeah, let's go ahead and make some bread for the future voyage. I guess we'll make a bakery. That's a well. Alright, the bakery can be put next to, I guess, this. That's fine. And storage for the bread. Bread needs water and harvested wheat. So rather than the water being carried from all the way down here, we'll put a second well right up here. Well, the storage doesn't need to be huge on that. We'll just do something like that. Very small storage. That way they're not... we don't need 50,000 buckets of water. Just enough to supply this. Alright. Tools. Stone hammer, stone shovel. We need a tool workshop. Alright, let's go ahead and put that down. Wooden part and wooden board. Alright, so let's put that maybe up there. That'll do. If we're going to put tools here, we might need a larger stockpile. So maybe we'll do something like that. All right, so we need stone shovels and stone hammer. So shovels and hammer, except... No, let's go ahead and... Yeah, we'll focus on those because that's our inventory target, but I do want to make more pickaxes and swords too at some point. Hammers need stone blank and wooden handle, so I need to make these things as well. So maybe more of these workplaces. So let's do that and that and that. And stockpile for each. How do you know how much housing you need? On the very top, there's a little housing icon. It says colonists 20, and then basic house 20 out of 20. So I have just enough to house everybody. So if you look at the tooltip there, it should tell you. Alright, so we need the wooden handle. So let's go ahead and queue that up. And stone blank. So this one here, stone blank. There we go. And this one... Looks like you might need some more stone blocks. Well, that's going to be a problem. We don't have enough stone blocks. Okay. How do we get more? Without, I mean, we brought some over on our ship, I suppose. Alright, no more wooden parts. We have enough. That was part of our problem. We used a lot of... Yeah, we need more stone block. This is what I was talking about. No inputs? What are you talking about? Oh, I don't have any rock. Alright, let's go ahead and unload this rock. Here we go. Not to overproduce on something that you might need for something else. I just hope we have enough rock to do what we need to do. Otherwise, we'll have to restart. That stinks. Wooden handles need wooden boards. Okay, that's good enough. We should probably build a grove, too, because we're going to run out of wood. So, let's add a grove... I don't know. Do something like that. Actually, just... Yeah, that's fine. And we'll make that oak trees. And we need a stockpile for that. There you go. So all that wood will just go right here. Not sure why they won't mind this. I wonder if it's just like... Maybe it's just... Yeah, let's see if I can build a bonfire there. That's gonna... that costs a rock. I don't want to mess with that. I gotta save my rock resources. How do you get more people, or is it set per mission? It's just, for right now, it's just you find people on the islands and they join you. They don't, like, automatically join. As far as I know, you can't manually get them. Oh, stone... Okay, so we've got that. Let's just build the stone hammer. We've got the shovels, so we just need to work on the hammers now. And I think... No products selected. Let's do the stone blocks there. We do have 17 stone blocks on our ship. I mean, I'll go ahead and unload a couple. That way we don't have to overproduce. But again, this is what I was talking about earlier about, like, not producing more of a resource than what you need. We still need beer and tea. Alright, so we need a brewery for both. Let's go ahead and just build one brewery. We'll put that down, I guess, there. Let's build a nice big stockpile for them. And beer and tea. So, water and harvested flowers. So we need to plant some flowers. So we'll build a farm nearby that can handle flowers. So we'll maybe something like that. Flowers. Stockpile. There. Alright, so we've completed that. Let's now stop producing the tools. We're producing stone blocks and stone... Alright, let's stop with the stone blanks. Let's stop with the stone blocks. Don't need any more wooden handles at the moment. Actually, we need more wooden boards, so we'll just concentrate on that. So wooden boards and wooden boards. Our grove is being worked on. Once these trees get chopped down, we'll have the logs that we need for that. Plenty of food, though. What do we need for construction? Stone block and a wooden... Oh, we need a wooden log. Okay, well, we're waiting for wooden logs. Okay, we're cutting them down now. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and build a second grove. We'll do pine trees. And we'll create a stockpile for them, I guess, right here. There we go. This is as far as I can zoom out. It's like a top-down view. Zooming in, I can zoom down to this level. I mean, it's hard to see anything, but you can zoom down to this. So, yeah, back this way or all the way in like this. You can also rotate the camera, I believe. Yeah, Q and E. Oh, there we go. We're producing our... I guess let's go ahead and prevent consumption. So we're going to click on forbid consumption. That way they stockpile these things. If we don't tell them to stop, I mean, they'll just consume for happiness purposes, so we don't want that. So we're going to tell them not to consume any of this. Yeah, typical controls. There is advanced stuff I haven't really gotten into yet, like there's train factories and zeppelins, but I've been content with this. Like, this is fine. There's also conveyor belts and the like, but really haven't gotten around to messing with that yet. We have 126 wooden logs in storage, so I guess I could have thrown some of them down, but I hate using the stuff that's already on the ship. I kind of want to carry that stuff into the next scenario. I'm wondering how that works. I'm assuming that when I move to the next map, the stuff that's on my ship plus the stuff that's already here in storage, or on the map in storage, should all combine into one, but I don't know. Never tried it. Station used by carriages to transport goods comes with a free horse. Carriages automatically transport goods between connected carriage stations. Select a station and right-click. That's kind of cool. I haven't really had a need to do that yet. How long before you finish these islands? On the upper left-hand corner, it's inventory targets. If I reach my inventory target, then I'll be given the option to either move on to the next island, or I can increase the inventory target and shoot for a more advanced objective. But considering that I don't have any rock left on the island, I don't want to take that chance that it'll ask me for things that I don't have. So I'm just going to move on to the next island once I get enough tea and beer. So I'm just sort of just saving up on that right now. So yeah, pretty soon though. We're about halfway there. According to this, we've got 10 in the inventory, 15 needed for this island. This says 9 in inventory, 15 needed for this island. Yeah, so we're almost there. Harvested flowers and water are infinite resources. We've got a well for the water, flowers via this farm here, so we've got plenty of that resource. Unlike rock, which I have yet to see a quarry space to where we can put a quarry down for endless rock. Got plenty of bread, though. I mean, I am trying to save up on food and the like for the next island. It takes a while for the farms to start producing, so having food to bring with you is, I think, beneficial. For the heck of it, I'm going to add another stockpile for bread. And food-wise, it might be a good idea maybe to extend this out a little more. There, we'll just do that. The more we can bring with us, the better. Okay, we're at 14 there and 13 there. A couple more and we'll be ready to go. Alright, so we've reached the one target. Now we just need beer. So I'm going to turn T off. Nice. Okay, so I have one. I can raise the target. What's cool, though, is if you don't... Like, I can raise the inventory target, but I can still leave the island at any time, even if I haven't met the raised target. I'm just curious. I'm going to go ahead and raise the target just to see what I need. A stone sword. Well, here's the problem. I don't have any more stone on the island, so... doing this might be... I would need to craft 2 of them. I just don't know if I could. Stone blank. Well, I've got 2 here, actually. You know what? I think that's actually doable. Wooden handles. Do we have any wooden handles? These are parts, though. What do we need for wooden handles? Handles are just wooden boards. Okay, you know what? Let's see if we can craft those swords. There's one. We need one more. That's all we need. Nice. Okay, that was relatively easy. Okay. Leave island. I can raise the target again. I can. Let's just rate. I just want to see what it is. Strawberry donuts. Water, harvested wheat, and strawberries. And we're making plenty of wooden boards. That's not going to be an issue. You know, let's make more wooden boards here. And these wooden handles, I don't think we need any more wooden handles. Let's stop making that. And the donuts, water, harvested wheat, and strawberries. Well, we have the strawberries down here. So we have a bakery making bread. Let's have it make strawberry donuts instead. Might as well. We've got the resources here. We've got everything set up. This will make our journey into the next island easier, because the more you do the bonus inventory targets, the less you need across everything. Like, if you hover over, it says production target for all islands, 15. So I'm guessing, like, that's what you're going to need throughout the entire map. So the more you produce now, the less you have to produce later, from the looks of it. Oh, we do want to stop consumption, though. Forbid consumption. We don't want people eating our donuts. Oh, we're stocking up on tea and beer at this point. There's our donuts. We need 15 of them, though. Now this may take a while. I'm going to set this to very high priority. I'm hoping that they'll work on that. We've got so many buildings, though. You know, people are kind of, you know, split all over the place. So I may have to, like, disable some other buildings so that they focus on that. I could put down another bakery, but I think it needs stone, and I don't have any stone. Not really. I need 2 stone blocks and a wooden part, and I don't really want to... Like, I've got some on my ship, but I kind of want to save that for my next mission, my next map. Just in case I run into trouble, I want to have a backup. Rock is really the only thing I'm really low on right now. I'll stop producing the stone sword. Yeah, Jacob, this game is pretty sweet. I enjoy it. Time to make some chocolate milk. I saw that somewhere. There it is. I need cocoa beans, though. I don't have any cocoa beans. I can get milk by getting cattle. I think I have plenty of milk, though, on the ship. I've got 56 milk on the ship. But cocoa beans, I don't think I have that as a farmable thing yet. I am curious, though. Let me just see what... tomato, wheat, strawberry, cotton, flour. I don't see cocoa beans as being growable. So maybe it's a resource somewhere else. Or maybe it's something I'll be getting later. You do unlock more recipes and the like as you build more structures, so it wouldn't surprise me that if I put other things down, like automated farms or greenhouse, whatever, I'll eventually unlock all of these different things that I can't do right now. Oh, plant them as far as trees go. I guess so. Let's take a look at the grove. Oh yeah, cocoa tree. I need a desert oasis and dry soil, which none of those are that. So this particular terrain does not support those trees. The Joshua tree, palm tree, cocoa tree. I would need... I guess it's on a different island. Good call, though. Good memory. Alright, we've got 10 donuts. We need 5 more. And we're good to go. So it's just a waiting game at this point. We've got plenty of strawberries down here. That's not an issue. I bet they're tired of strawberries, but hey, so it goes. Plenty of wheat up here. All right, 2 more. There's also export prices, so at some point I'll be able to trade. I don't know how to do it, but at some point we'll be able to trade. So I'm looking forward to that too. If that's another way to get rocks, that would be great. We can also put down roads. There's mud roads and paved roads. The mud road is free. It's a speed bonus kind of thing. I'm not using it because this looks nicer, I think, but if I wanted to put mud roads down, I could do something like that. People walk faster. Like, I can be all proper with it, but eh. Yeah, the wheat grows really fast. Robot workshop. Alright, we've met our inventory target. Awesome. I guess we'll go ahead and leave the island at this point. I think we're sufficient. I do want to see other things. Actually, what time is it? It is... Oh, okay, so I've been streaming for 2 hours. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to export this to YouTube in like an hour, maybe less. Maybe we'll play more of this if there's enough demand for it. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.